We are live in the media tent at Louder Than Life in Louisville. Go on and introduce yourself.
Adam, I play at He Is Legend, I play guitar.
Okay, cool. What kind of a thrill is it for you guys to play such a premier festival in America like Louder Than Life?
And it's awesome. It's just such an amazing lineup. The people here in Kentucky just seem very receptive to all different styles of music because, you know, even though it's pretty much heavy rock, there's like a lot of different styles of heavy rock here. So from what I've seen so far, everybody's pretty much into nearly every band that's going on, you know, so that's really cool.
That's awesome. Tell us a little bit about the band, how y'all got started, where you're from.
We're from Wilmington, North Carolina, which is on like the southeastern coast of North Carolina. We started, me and the bass player and singer, Matt and Skylar, we started back in high school, just playing regionally and sort of building up a small fan base and then branching out, you know, doing kind of shitty, you know, smaller tours, and then I guess finally getting signed and then touring with, like, opening up for larger acts and basically stuff like that, you know.
Awesome. Your newest album, let's talk a little bit about that. It was completely funded through crowdsourcing.
That's
talk
right.
a little bit about that.
So it's just we had contractually fulfilled our contract with, you know, our previous label, so we were at a stopping point with them. We could have pretty much jumped on to another label, but we wanted to like we heard good things about the crowdfunding thing. We wanted to kind of put our faith in our fans and our fan base, and that's really exactly like what crowdfunding does. Is it like kind of lets you put your money where your mouth is, you know, through your fans. So our fans are amazing. We asked for $50-some thousand. They gave us $71,000, and it allowed us to put more time and effort into the record. It's not like we made any more money off of it, but it allowed us to have more creative control over the record because it was just us and a producer, you know, basically like making the thing happen, and then obviously the funding of the fans. So it's just a really awesome experience. It's genuine artist to fan communication. It's really, really, really cool.
Is that something y'all consider doing in the future?
I don't even know if that's how it's done. Like I kind of feel like people do it, like use that resource once maybe, and it would be kind of maybe weird to do it multiple times, but I'm not sure. I mean, we're open to anything, you know what I'm saying? But right now we're on a label that we're happy with, Spine Farm Records, so everything's cool right now.
That's great, that's great. Air Raid has been a big hit for you guys. Talk a little bit about that and maybe what the theme of that is and things like that.
Shit, well, this is probably a better question for our singer because he obviously writes all the lyrics. Musically, it's just, I don't know, I guess, you kind of wanted something to sound like where we come from, which is, our sound is kind of, or like our town, a beach town, so it's kind of got a surfy vibe. It's like, so we kind of add those textures of like, I don't know, like chorusy, modulated, like southern soulful type stuff, and then try to add in, like, because there's also a big heavy, like in the South, heavy music is very important to people, you know, so we try to just blend the two, you know, in a creative way, but as far as lyrically, that's more of a question for Skylar.
Now, is this the biggest festival you guys have played at so far?
It's definitely one of them. We're playing some other winter festivals here coming up. This is our very first one we've ever played, but we did Soundwave in 2015. That was pretty big. We've done some other ones like Bamboozle way back in the day that were pretty big, but this is definitely one we're really, really proud and happy to be on. We feel like it's an honor to be a part of this. It's amazing, you know?
Now, is there any kind of pressure in being one of the first bands of the day to play, you know, to get the crowd into it, to get going?
Totally, because rock and roll and daylight don't really, or like hard rock and roll and daylight don't really make make that much sense together. But yeah, man, I mean, like I was saying earlier, everybody here just seems to be in a really good fucking mood and just really receptive to, like, I mean, it is the first day, first morning, but yeah, nobody seemed sleepy. Everybody was just like stoked, man. So it's really cool.
And that crowd is pretty crazy out there.
It's awesome, man. I heard through the grapevine that it's like one of the biggest days for one of the winter festivals. I think, I'm not sure, but that's what I heard.
For anybody, I mean, you're sharing the stage with some legendary acts getting ready to play tonight. What does that mean for you, and who are you excited to see play tonight?
Well, Zakk Wylde is like a huge influence on my playing, and I mean, I just think he's a fucking demigod, you know. So obviously, like, his history with Ozzy and just himself, like as a guitar player, I'm excited to see him. Just on a personal level, Gojira is, to me, is fucking awesome. So
that's what I'm looking forward to seeing.
Really, I hear they destroy live, so it'll be my first time seeing them. So I'm really excited about that. I don't know if we're gonna stick around tomorrow to catch any of those acts. There's so many good bands on this fucking festival.
Yeah. Do you have any crazy or funny stories from the road? Something you can share?
Man, all those stories are either like too damning to like tell, or like really, man. A lot of being on the road is just the most boring thing that it's like a bunch of hurry up and wait shit. So like telling a story, it's hard to convey like the craziness or insanity. It's more Seinfeldish or like, Curb Your Enthusiasm type shit, where it's hard to convey how bizarre or crazy the situation or scenario is. Absolutely.
The coolest
Say God bless to the table. We're over there.
All right, cool. Thank you.
The coolest or the strangest
Smoke
place?
weed.
the coolest or strangest place you guys have played?
Coolest is, for me, Austin, Texas. Strangest, shit, man, I don't know. Maybe like Canada gets pretty weird, Mississippi gets pretty weird, Ohio gets pretty weird. Yeah, those are my choices.
Awesome. Tell the fans a little bit how they can get in touch with you guys, website, social media, things like that.
I think like the typical like Facebook, there should be contact for like management on there. That's honestly the best way. But yeah, man, just contact our management. I think that's the easiest. Or Facebook, just hit us up personally. Direct message.
And for the people who have never seen you guys play live before, what can they expect?
We try to keep it real, man. We try to still retain the power of, and show people the power of a genuine rock band. That we're not really running tracks or anything like that. It's just we're pretty DIY, and we just crank it up and play it hard and heavy as fuck. And we try to write music that means something to us. Put depth back in, rock and roll and hard rock, whatever. Just try to be people that we can be proud of.
Absolutely, man. Well, thanks a lot for coming on BODS Mayhem Hour, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you, dude.